A very popular style of van for low-cost van life is the Chevy Express. This dependable van is a workhorse, and it's easy to find mechanics and parts. In this video, I tour a 2011 Chevy Express 1500 with a Fiberine high top that is currently being used for part-time travel with an eye to go full-time in the future. I love touring vans that aren't finished to encourage other women to get on the road. Build out what you need for now, and you'll figure out what's missing as you go. And a quick invitation before we dive in, I've started doing a YouTube Live right here on TheGalavan on Thursdays at 5 p.m. Pacific, followed by a Nomadic Women's virtual happy hour for the women to discuss the topic further. All the details can be found in the Facebook group, Gal Adventurers.
Hello, my name is Karen and my Instagram is vanlady58. This is a Chevy Express 1500. It's a 2011 with really low miles. I just had this 20-inch top put on by Fiberine about a month ago, and I covered 1-inch foam insulation with this tweed fabric. I cut holes in for these lights. I wanted things to be a little easier. This is a USB rechargeable light that sticks on with a magnet. I have a remote for it, so turned them off. Now I'll turn them on. You can go 10%, 40, 80. This is 80, and that's 100%. And it also has a timer. And the reason why I did that was because with my last van, I had all the wires and the solar panels, and so I have the two 1500 watt solar generators, and I have some solar panels that are portable that I can hook them up to. And this is Zorro back here. It's a full-size bed, and I have a lot of storage underneath.
And how did you make the bed?
I used L brackets under here. Well, there are L brackets in the main frame connecting the frame to the van, but not the kind of rib things in the van. And they're on each side, like there's storage here. This lifts up. That's separate from the underbed storage. And then these are from my old van. These side panel things were, I don't know where I had them in my old van, but I just reused them in here. I carry about 17, 18 gallons of water. This is my sink that my daughter put in for me. And I use a USB rechargeable faucet. So this isn't finished yet, obviously. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, how I'm going to frame this in. But I keep my window covers up here.
And that's just a tension rod.
Yeah, just a shower rod, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
And I keep it up here when I'm driving, but I lower it when I'm not driving because it prevents those things from coming out. This is a dresser that I bought from Facebook Marketplace, and I sanded everything down and painted it. I still need to put a handle over there. And then my daughter refinished the top. I sanded this all down, but she refinished it with food safe sealer. So we can have our food up here and not worry about contamination. Built this shelf above here to store things, and then these are just gutters. These are gutters that you would buy at Lowe's or Home Depot, and they fit perfectly over all of the rough edges. These curtains were a tablecloth, and I bought another tablecloth to put on my table because I love the color. And I just cut them and made a seam and used these bungee cords to hold them up.
Where are they attached?
So this one is attached to part of the airbag system, and down here this end is attached to the gutter. Oh, and my refrigerator is right here between my seats. Did you see?
And what's the fridge?
Gosh, I don't even remember. It's big. It's a Costway fridge. Yeah, and you can fit quite a bit in here.
Nice.
It can freeze or be a fridge, but I've never used it as a freezer. I used to have a different pop-up privacy tent, but you could see through it. And I just watched some different videos and read reviews, and this is a Wolf-Wise, and you can't see through it, and that's really convenient. I was doing some research about toilets with separators, and I found this one and ordered it from Amazon. This is a Boxio toilet. It has a urine separator, so it has two different compartments, one for urine, but it was between $150 and $200. I have a bidet, a travel bidet, and yeah, little toilet paper holder. I'm using this soap because it's biodegradable, and it says that you can use it in the ocean or in rivers or lakes, or I don't think I ever would. But anyway, I think that's a really good thing. So this awning, I don't know where I got the idea. I really think it was an original idea because I built a trellis outside my glass sliding door, and I used rebar to put some parts to make it stand up. So under here, I hammer rebar into the ground. This is a painter's extension pole, and I just cut the handle off, put it over here, and then at the top I screw screws into it to hold that on. And this is a tarp from Amazon. I've had it for a few years. Okay. These are heavy duty suction cups that I got from Amazon. My old Tommy Bahama chair was wearing out because I had had it for so many years. And I really like them. I like to sit low to the ground because I'm short. And I got these on Costco and they were like $40 off for the pair. So that's a great deal. This is Zorro's car seat. It normally goes in the passenger seat, but we took it out just in case he wants to get in it. These are the solar panels that I use to charge my Blue Eddy, and they are an off-brand Top Solar to Explore More. I don't think they're a popular brand, but I needed 18 volts and to charge those, and those were the ones that I was able to find. This is the little hatch. It's just kind of messy now, all the things that. This is a Mr. Buddy heater, and this is just for spare electric parts and the hammer and the hatchet and machete and stuff like that. And yeah, so I guess that's what they call the garage. So the people at Fiberine are wonderful, and they're so easy to work with. I got this top put on about a month ago, and I remember going to other events and being bent over like this and watching my neighbor cook and being really kind of jealous and envious that she could stand up. So it's really nice that I'm able to stand up now. It took them about 6 hours to do the whole job. And they, when I got to their shop, they sent me in an Uber into town, so my dog and I just walked around town all day, and then they sent an Uber to pick me up, and I was ready to go home with my brand new top on. When I posted it on some sites, everybody was curious about how much it cost, and to me it was really worth it. It was around $6,200, but it was worth it because I can stand up, and I think as we get older, we need to be comfortable. So I got this van in January of 2020, and I had been looking for this van for a long time online, and I can't remember exactly what website. Probably just, one of those general websites where you're looking, and it had a really good Carfax report. When I got it, it had around 18,000 miles on it. It's a 2011. It was a government-owned vehicle, and for some reason, they had just stopped driving it. It was just sitting there for years, I think, and now it has around 40,000, but I've had it for a few years. And I took it to my mechanic when I got it, and he said it's like a brand new vehicle. Of course, it's got dings, it's not perfect, but it's great. And I think if I take care of it, it'll last me at least 300,000 miles if I live that long. Like a lot of women my age, I was a single mom. I divorced when my children were very young. I've been self-employed like most of my life. So I was looking for alternative ways to live, because when I retire, I won't make enough money to live in my house. So I'll have to sell my house and probably put that in an annuity and have my income from Social Security and the sale of my home. And I really like the idea of van life. I just was looking for alternative ways to live. Tiny home, van life. And in 2017, I just made the decision that I was going to do it.
What made you choose this style of van?
Because I had done research and I'd seen videos about other van lifers that had Chevy Express, and that they were good vehicles, that they were durable. Anybody can work on a Chevy. And I wanted something that anybody could work on, and that wouldn't cost me $200 or $300 to get an oil change. So I just thought that this would be more economical and just safer for me if I'm out in the middle of nowhere.
I love how Karen and her daughter built out her van. It's cheery and comfortable and has everything she needs. If you liked this video, please share it. And if you'd like to see more van and rig tours, van life tips, and other information to help women get on the road, hit subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. If you're a woman who would like to join in deeper conversation, join our Facebook group, Gal Adventurers, where I organize our nomadic women's virtual happy hour Thursdays after the YouTube Live at 5 Pacific. This is Joni with the Galavan. Enjoy your journey.